it doesn't matter if it's that giant a douchebag or a really small person. I think that if you treat everybody respectfully and you treat them like they know what they're doing, people don't like to be treated like idiots, so they don't like you to go up to them and say, hey, you don't know anything, but I know something and here it is, and now you can have it. So I think all of that sort of stuff that you do with big personalities or with the security guy who's side of stage, you should treat all of those people the same, because you don't know who they're going to be next year, and you really don't want to step on any of their toes. So you stuff your feelings down deep inside into a bitter little ball of resentment, and you smile and you treat them like they are the most important person in the world. And if you can do that well, you can go home and vent to your spouse or your partner, nobody else. Don't go out to the pub and bitch to your friends, because that'll get around too, about what a giant douchebag someone was. But treat everybody like they're the most important person in the world, and you will get far, I think.
Melanie, how successful was the Possible campaign, and how did you go getting people to give money for the festival earlier on? So I'm assuming before you even got to that part, or was that sort of the first thing that you did?
That was the first thing that we did in order to raise funds, and that's actually a really good point, because we just had an idea and nothing in place, and a few confirmed venues, a few confirmed artists, and that was it. So to go around and to promote this idea and say we believe in it, we're dedicating all of our time, our energies, and we want this to happen, was huge. We're really lucky that through our immediate communities, through Facebook, through RMIT, there are a lot of creative people out there that really want to invest in creative ideas. A lot of partners that had, a lot of friends that had partners that were in business that were sitting at their desks. They put them through in an email round, and suddenly they're on a lunch break and giving money as well. So that was our biggest push. It was definitely Facebook and word of mouth, and it was quite incredible, the people that donated and the anonymous people that heard about it and thought, actually, yeah, it's a great idea, let's see what happens. And they all get tickets to events throughout the festival, so that's an incentive as well.
I find that pretty easy. I think putting on festivals is fun. I think that the people that are drawn to working on festivals and putting themselves in that crazy environment, it's a particular kind of person, and it's a person who really wants to take life on and really throw themselves in the deep end. And I think that is conducive to a really kind of fun environment. Yes, it gets stressful and people have meltdowns and all of that kind of stuff that comes with a hard and fast-paced work environment. But at the end of the day, everybody's there to put on a festival, to put on the festivals that I work on have all been kind of creative arts festivals, and it's fun.
I guess it's kind of about what you need to have a strategy, a communication strategy about what you want to talk to your audience about. And it's kind of different, I guess, in kind of when you've got a lot of content in a festival. For me, that's like, we need to communicate our content. But if you're a more abstract brand like Red Bull or something, your brand is kind of activated in different ways, and it's not about your product so much, it's about other things that you want to be aligned with, or other brand kind of touch points, and you would know about that too.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things. Firstly, social media is obviously really important, but you guys probably feel, and people like us feel, that every single person in the world is on Twitter and on Facebook, and everyone's checking it all the time and updating their status every minute and so on and so forth. And that's not necessarily true. But the other thing is that you need to know who the person, and I always say the person because I think it's the easiest way of finding your audience. Who is that person? Once you know who that person is, then it's everybody else who's like that person. You're not delicate little snowflakes, all individual. There are subsections of people, and then your differentiation will happen knowing who your audience is.